Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
Suzy and I are totally not ready this morning, but it's okay. Greg and Debbie, how y'all doing?
Hello.
Wait, I gotta turn my sound off. Suzy says
Ah,
she's totally not ready.
I'm not
What you
ready.
think about that?
What do I think about it? What do you think about it?
Well, I thought I was gonna have to go on live by myself this morning.
Well, other people saw me. I was at Larry's show,
I
and
was not at anybody's show.
I was at
I did wake
Victoria's.
up at 5 o'clock this morning to list a few things. Hey, Scarlett.
Maybe I'll put it down here. I don't know what to do. Where does this live?
I wonder why it does that. It says blue smiling hand, pink waving. It's like it doesn't put the icons, it just tells what they are. Debbie
Is that
says she's here early because she heard jewelry jar.
Hi, Debbie. Hi, Scarlett. Hi. Is that Greg?
Yep, Greg is here.
Hi, Greg.
I went to a little thrift store and I got some jewelry from that. And then I got this fake jar. I
How
did
can I
open
drop
the
you?
corner so I can get into it easy for the show. What are you doing, Suzy Boos?
I'm trying to make a stand for this.
Debbie says, Suzy. Greg says he heard Suzy found a twin diamond ring to the Hope diamond, the Desire diamond, and a jewelry jar in the thrift store.
Is he talking about the dirty feathers or the stinky safety pins?
I don't know.
Yeah, I wish. One could only hope. That would be fantastic. I'm telling you, I'd be like dancing a little happy jig. Usually I find, I don't know. I mean, I find the smelliest jewelry. These old ladies don't, I guess the kids donate their parents, their deceased, dearly departed, stinkiest old lady cologne soaked pukey perfume.
Yeah, all those flowery magnolia smelling stuff gives me a headache.
Why can't I? Why not? I'm gonna one day I'll have a stand. Maybe someone will just send me one. Let's beg for one from like supporters. I don't mean
What
like
do you
guys.
mean?
I need like a stand for my iPad that'll hold me up and
tell Tony to make you one. He doesn't have an old little bitty drafting table.
I want him to do something. He actually bought me a ring light, but it holds like a phone.
Mm-hmm.
And look what I just found. I didn't even know I had it.
That's pretty.
That's pretty. It's been so long since I've been going through the layers of my desk. It's been so long since I've been looking around.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't, Greg. It does not.
This is nice. What is he saying? It doesn't show the YouTube emoji.
It doesn't show the new emojis. It just says pink hand.
Pink hand, hard face.
It probably says brown poop. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so did you? I like this. I'm pretty sure I didn't get it in a jewelry jar at a thrift shop in New Jersey. In New Jersey, they do not have a lot of that going on. All of the Goodwills send their stuff to the online auction house, and there's one store about 3 towns up, and they do sell jewelry, but the stuff they put in the jar obviously is the stuff that they don't sell. So it's like plastic stuff, pins with stuff missing, broken stuff, and then all the stinky old lady things. I have gotten some strange findings in there. I'll show you one day. I think I cut one apart. It was a crochet piece of fabric, and it had beads like sewn to it, and I'm like, I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
It was the it looked like some ceremonial thing that you would start like dancing around fires and sacrificing things, wearing, I don't know, very strange.
What kind of shot did you get, Scarlett, she says her arm is sore.
Oh, she said she was going for a tetanus or something. Or
Debbie says, sorry, this is gross, but when I get Goodwill jewelry jars, I imagine it's been peed on like homeless people stay inside those donations bins down there. Oh my God. That's funny.
Well, I mean, when I say that it's stinky, I didn't, it's perfume.
Oh, she said they do for real.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Oh man. I'm like, wow.
So she washes her jewelry like she's grossed out. Well, I didn't wash this jewelry because I only cut a hole in it so that I can get in it easy. Scarlett said it was a tetanus shot.
I want to tell you that I often will take like a bowl and I put a little bit of like Dawn in it and warm water, and I'll, if I feel like it's not going to disintegrate, I mean, the stuff that's like old feathers, I'll just toss in the garbage. If there's like really nasty leather, I'll throw it away. But if it's like just like, let's say it would be like this, and I think it's cute, I'll dunk it and hope that the stink comes off. I mean,
Greg wants to know if they pee in the jars before they put jewelry in them. She said no, in the bins. Well, we don't have a bins close by, so
I went to the bins several times, but it was like an hour and a half trip each way, so it was a whole tank of gas for me. And I mean, I would get stuff, but I did once open a purse, and I don't know. I'm like, how in the righteous world did anybody not know what was in that purse? Because what was in that purse should have been tossed in the trash. It was crazy. I was like, right.
The little thrift store that I buy some stuff from. Those little ladies, I think, clean everything because everything is so nice and neat. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not dirty jewelry or anything.
Well, that's nice. Nobody wants dirty. But I mean, like, okay, there's some stuff that I will say, like, occasionally, like, looks like, it needs to be, there'll be, like, gunk on it or something. But, or there'll be that, like, the verdigris weird stuff that happens to fake gold. But
Debbie says it's the bins outside the building for overnight donations that they pee in. That's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Oh my God. I have a headache in this eye.
I guess know.
It's an eye ache, but it's a migraine start. I've had one this week. So
I've been having migraines too. But today I feel I've been also congested. And I have been having stomach aches a lot. We're a bunch of fun people to talk to. Yeah. Talking about all this.
I know. Ew, huh? I agree with you, Scarlett. She says, I know a regular homeless dude down there that lives at the dumpster outside of Salvation Army. And he couldn't pee on the ground, right? He's got to pee in the bins.
Well, maybe he lives in it because it has closed. And I mean, I don't know.
Right.
But maybe he's hopeful.
So I didn't make it to Victoria's today. Is she feeling better?
She was feeling okay for about a half hour, I feel. And then she said, I don't feel well. And she quit. She left quick, which I don't, I hope she feels better now.
Yeah, sometimes it drags out.
She was supposed to do an auction with Nana later. And, but Nana said she'll have it on her station her channel. If Victoria can't do. Cool. While I'm talking to you, it's very tempting to just go through and find rings.
Well, I was waiting till some other people got here. I think Johnny's running over today because Glams is on there talking about Poshmark.
What is she saying about Poshmark?
Like, she's just answering a lot of questions about Posh.
I like Poshmark site. I utilize this Poshmark site. I can answer some questions about it. I mean, the questions I can't answer are about how to go live because you have to fill out an application. And because it was in beta, and I have not heard from them about going live. But apparently, to go on at about 4 a.m. is a really good time because there's only like 3 people live, so you get a lot more of people in your audience. And this woman said she was doing a charity auction. So someone said, "What's your charity?" And she said, "Oh, my daughter." And I was like, "Well, I guess your daughter needs stuff." But we all kind of, if we're selling, we're probably selling because we have family members that want food,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if I'd consider it a charity.
Right.
But, I mean, do you think that that's false pretenses or a false pretext? Is that what it's called? Or pretense? When you say, like, I'm giving all my stuff to charity, and it's really, I mean, look, I don't care why she's selling, honestly. But I wouldn't say it's for charity and then not give it to like a charity.
Right.
Ooh.
Mark is here.
Hi, Mark. She said if I have anything left over, I'll give it to like a homo.
Oh, cool. Break any glass. Mark, I threw 2 pieces of glass away. And it had a crack on it. That's the only reason why. I saw Chris again.
It's just cool. Turquoise, but look at the black mark on it.
I like that.
It almost looks like you do. Okay.
It gives it character.
It's a lot of silver. I should stop showing my jewelry. People will.
You want me to start this little lot that I got from the thrift store?
What? Why not?
Okay.
Yeah. If you snooze, you lose, everybody else. Sorry, people.
That's right. Debbie says that older dude will always be homeless if I can, especially because I see him all the time. She said she gives him money all the time.
That's sweet. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually help the little people who stop by the lights. We have a lot of veterans who are homeless here.
I had a friend who made it a point to not give cash, but to give food to these people. If she would say, "Are you hungry?" And if they would say, "I really want to buy liquor," she would say, "Well, I'll give you an orange and you can get some vitamin C." And I thought, okay, at least she's trying. One guy came up to my brother and said, "Can I have $1 so I could get some Ripple?"
Well, he was honest. Addiction is addiction.
My brother said that. He goes, "At least you're being honest," and he gave him the $1. And I said,
"Well, there you go." No, Mark, I sell a lot of barware. So I can make money on that. I am not going to shoot the shot glasses with a shotgun. Debbie says, "Very nice turquoise, Suzy."
Oh, thanks.
Yes, she buys them food and stuff. So I went to this little thrift store.
Can I just interrupt? If anybody wants a private showing of jewelry because they have a habit of let me know privately. I'll show you.
Yeah, Suzy prefers over auctions private showings. So there you go. All right. So the first piece I got was these freshwater pearls. The class
that was in the. You got those in the thrift shop?
Yes, I did.
All right.
This is the little. I don't know. I'm too close. Let me take.
So that wasn't part of the jewelry jar.
No, this is not part of the jewelry jar. That's coming up next. So these are strand. Well, it has it's got 4 strands of freshwater. I can't find my damn camera. Of freshwater pearls, and my camera does not want to focus.
I like that. I like pearls, but I actually prefer freshwater pearls. Personally, if I had my choice.
All right, Suzy, you're gonna have to watch the chat while I do this.
How well? Okay.
All right, this is multiple different stones, and I guess wooden beads, some turquoise. She was making fun of my accent earlier. So
I can't look at the chat, but
this has 4 strands. Also, it has a little extender.
Mark was
and
saying.
By the way, if anybody see anything they want, let me know.
I was going to say, Mark said the first time he heard the word Ripple was when he was watching Sanford and Sons. Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that cute? I bought this because you made me buy it because you were on the phone with me.
It reminds me of like a kind of.
It needs to be washed.
It looks fancy.
I mean,
but it would look better. Yeah, it would look better. See, now it's a statement, but like I don't like the big.
hey Donna.
I don't like the ones that look like you could get shot and they'd be like Kevlar.
Yeah. Well, I
But
mean, it's a statement, but look, I have a t-shirt on. I think it's cute with that even.
Yeah, and it would look cute with a black t-shirt, white one.
Now,
gray.
these are cute little,
I'm
going to try to hide my light because I think it tries to look.
Easter. Is that an
and
Easter?
Most of them, I think, are vintage. Somebody dropped off their mama's whole collection of little Easter bunnies. Some of them are made. Some of them, a couple were something Gibson greetings on this one. One's Avon.
I'm not gonna say that.
This is a little Valentine. I know what the problem is. My camera was over. A little Valentine's bear.
You know what works sometimes when you put like a piece of? Do you have I'll call it computer paper. Do you have a piece of like printing paper?
I have a big
high face.
Does that help?
Not really.
I don't know why my camera's so.
Your hand is so perfectly clear, and the pin is not. I don't understand.
Shit. You think the black paper?
Because
those poor little ladies, they take all the time in the world to put this black paper behind these little pins.
Well, I mean, I could see it. It's just not. I can't see every detail of. Because now I can. It's blurry. It looked like it's a little bunny sitting in an egg or something. That's adorable.
There's two of these. It almost looks like the Pillsbury bunny, huh?
The dough bunny?
The dough bunny. I have two of those.
Hippity hoppity.
I think you made me buy this one too. I don't know which way it goes.
Usually the pin is either, and I'll tell you, it's either going horizontal or the part that folds up.
And then there's a bunch of little flag ones.
Or horizontal. You don't ever put the hook up because then if the hook opens, it falls right on the floor.
That's it for the thrift store. So we're going to start the thing before Jennifer gets here. Where is Jennifer?
She's buying a milkshake.
I think she's probably still at Johnny's.
Oh.
He said he would try to end early, but
look what I found on my desk.
So you show me a couple things. Why? Hey, Dawn's channel. How are you doing, Dawn?
Hey, Dawn's channel. Dawn.
I got this jewelry jar. It was $24.99, but it was a white label, and I got it for half price. So $12.50. You show a few things while we're waiting for more people to come in, and then I'll do the jewelry jar. How about that?
All right, I found this. Now, like you tell me. This is a pendant, and it's a seahorse. And it has...
that's cute. It's glass?
Yeah. And
I like that.
It's really cute. And it's all green in the back, but in the front, it has like the dichroic quality. Yeah. So would I call... I mean, I know they're Murano style or Murano. But I don't know if I could call it. I once called some glass Murano, and somebody said, "How do you know it's Murano? Is it marked?" And I'm like thinking, these things, if it had a label, somebody washed that label off. You're not going to wear a big pendant with a label on it unless. Right. But it's definitely handmade. I could tell.
You use such professional words. I would have said, a multicolored seahorse. Right.
But it's you get when I used to go when I went. I always say that when I went to jewelry school, but there was a girl she was in my silver classes, but she used to hand blow beads or hand make beads, and she could do it with the regular jewelry torches. So one day I said, "Will you do a demo for us?" And she did, and that was really fun. But if you cool it too fast, it cracks up, it breaks. So it's kind of hard to do. But she let me make a bead, and it was so much fun. But that's how I learned about dichroic glass, because all the sparkly, glittery stuff is dichroic.
Yeah. Well, Debbie said, she says, I never do that because there's too many Murano snobs. And that's true. Very true.
Yeah, I suppose. But, I guess you could put Murano question mark.
Hey, Belle.
Hi, Belle. Hand blown. Mouth blown. They're blown.
That's right.
Or sometimes they do lamp work where there's no air involved. That's a possibility. It's just torch work. Okay, I found another piece.
So Greg says hand blow beads. What are we talking about here?
Yes, beads.
It's like glass things that are made by artists and not a machine, I guess.
Well, for instance, you can also make beads in a kiln, and they might sandwich the shiny part in between glass parts. But all of these like little additions are done with, like, they'll heat up they look like rods of glass, and they'll attach it and then pull away. And then,
yeah. There's a lot of them on like YouTube and TikTok that does that. Jane says Italian?
Question mark. Oh, I believe it's Italian, but you know, I wasn't in Italy, so I can't tell for real.
Mark says he knew a lady that was sure everything that glittered was gold. Next thing you know, she bought a stairway to heaven. Aw. And did you get all her gold, Mark?
And she's buying a stairway.
Jane says Italian art glass, lamp work, or cake work.
Okay. She's got all the terms.
Debbie says she heard of that lady too. Hey, Jennifer, you made it. Is Mark over? I mean, Johnny?
Mark, are you over?
I don't know. You know how it is. Hey, Chuck.
Hi, Chuck. What's up, Chuck?
What's up, Chuck?
That's what I say to my cousin. My cousin used to be known as Chuck for a little while. Now he's Charlie because he got tired.
Jane said she's a Led Zeppelin fan.
He got tired of us saying, "What's up, Chuck?"
What's up, Chuck?
All
right. Y'all want to see the jewelry jar now?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is it for those of you who missed. It's $24.99. I got half price.
I'm gonna say that I actually like that jar.
You like that jar? If I can mail it to you cheap, I would.
Well, I'd rather have some jewelry from the inside, but the jar itself, like, I like that it has what do they call that? A foot? A pedestal? What would you call that?
Right. Well, while I'm doing this, I was on Belle's Battle with Belle the other day. So there's this little thing in here. So I'll open the top just so I can get into it without fighting with it. It is a big jar. So they have these little pins, which I'm assuming go into like your bun or people who got a lot of hair, because it wouldn't work in mine. So
yes, we'll put it in your bun. It's cute.
I don't have a bun. I mean, it would hurt to put it in the other bun.
No,
I'm so sorry. I'm apologize ahead of time. My camera is not focusing.
Let me ask you a question. For the lady, Jane, if Jane's still here, she might know. It would be nicer maybe for people like us to have the orientation of the focal point to be sideways so that we could put it in
but hair. I'm thinking it just goes into the bun. They just stick it straight in. I don't know. And then I can be a queen for the day.
So we could use
this little bitty crown. It's a little bitty crown.
Is it a pin? Oh, it's a comb.
It's a comb. A little metal comb. That's
so
cute.
You could just put it on.
I guess you could stick it in your hair today.
You could wear it for your birthday.
That'll be a little while.
You could be queen for a day.
A plastic pair of beads, which says something, but I don't know what it says because I don't have my loop with me.
Let me guess.
They look more pink than what they're showing. So
that looks like it would be Japan or Germany to me.
Yeah, it has a little hook, but I don't know if it's really that old because the gold is really well, maybe not. I was gonna say the gold is really shiny.
It looks old to me.
And a bunch of see a bunch of bracelet jobs.
I mean, it's old. Or just because it is old, it might still look good. You know, some of our old people still look good to some people.
Single. I'm not a good untangler. My husband is.
Really?
Although I went to the Dollar Day store yesterday and there was a whole bunch, maybe 10 or 12 necklaces, all the same kind, and they were all tangled. So he gave them all to me for $1. This is I think, Donna, tell me if I'm wrong, a St. Teresa medal.
Is Donna?
Well, it's still tangled. That's why.
This is marked. I can't see it.
So it's a St. Teresa medal. And then on the back, it says 2019. It has a cross with a rose in it.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's not a big expensive one. Hey, Anitra, I see people telling you hello, but I don't see you. Oh, there you are.
Okay. Have you ever heard of B. David for vintage?
Who?
B. David.
Cheap little necklace. Debbie says she's listening while she's listening. A ton of these bracelets, which really ticks me off.
Let me see.
Because I see them. Just little bangles.
That looks brass in the front. The square one. That's kind of cute in a way. If you could polish it up.
Be.
Cute.
Yeah. So
you should get a. Do you have a Dremel with a polishing attachment?
A what?
A Dremel with a polishing.
Well, my husband says he has a Dremel, but he won't look for it for me. This is just some seed beads, which I think they made them too tight because they're kind of
wonky.
That's
my official term for seeds, for beads that are too tight.
Wonky. These are cute. I'm gonna show y'all my.
Let me see that
bar.
Can you somehow show us up close? That looks cute. That looks boho-ish to me.
Yeah, it does.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that almost looks to me Indian, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And Indian, not Native American. Which
there's a pair of earrings.
I heard, by the way, because I'm not hip, but I heard that really big earring hoops are back in fashion again. I didn't find out, but
my daughter wears earrings big enough that a chihuahua can jump through them. So, bunch of little bracelets.
Well, you could just put an earring wire on those bracelets and make earrings for her.
Earrings, yeah, for Marie, huh?
Yeah.
More. And it's all tied together.
Wow. Are any of them nice in there? Take a look.
Some have little.
We came for this jewelry show. Come on. I like the Ziggy Zaggy.
I know. I like that one. Looks like black. I don't think it's enamel even.
Did you put your magnet toward any of them and see if any of them are not magnetic?
This one, and it does look like maybe it could be sterling.
Ooh.
But
it looks tarnished. That's almost a good sign.
Yeah. All the rest are.
Hey, why don't you do a test on it right while we're sitting here and we can see?
Because I told you yesterday I couldn't find my 18 karat gold solution. I lost it. This is an anklet with all the little, back in the 80s, I guess. They would do those.
Well, I heard also.
They were nice enough, it looks like, to hook the earrings together. I like these.
Y2K is very in. Like if you put Y2K, if you think it's around the turn of the century stuff, like that's been happening, and all the youngsters are buying it. So just so you know,
these are cute.
They look like, well, they're teardrop with snowflakey looking kind of.
Just a little.
I mean, I'm not saying it's snowflake. It looks like ornamented.
No, it's little swirls. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know what's wrong with my camera.
Swirl. It almost. I don't see one swirl, but I see like what looks
all
like.
All these little ones are swirls. I don't know. Maybe if I put it down here. I don't even know if that's gonna work.
I used to kind of go like that, where my hair.
It still doesn't work. And this is not going to work either, I don't think.
Well, the light's bright, but I do, when it was closer to your body, it was pretty crisp. But
I don't know. That's not working
a
either.
little bright.
I like those. Up close, they're cute.
Put them by your head then. Maybe
Here's a bent up one, and it is not magnetized. I dropped the earring. If I find its mate, I'll let you know. These are a little pair of gold. It looks like little tiny diamonds, but it's probably glitter.
See, now to me, it totally looks silver.
It is silver. Did I say gold? I'm sorry. Hey, Anna.
Okay.
Little disc of different colors.
Those look like, to me, like beads from the 60s.
And it's like really cheapy gold beads in the middle.
But those flat beads like that, I bought a lot of beads from a woman whose son used to make jewelry. And when he moved out of her house, she said, I want to get rid of all his stuff. Will you buy it for $20? And I said, all right. And there were beads like that in there.
Right. These are knotted pearls, but faux pearls, I'll say, because they're all exactly the same. I don't know. Just a little spring ring. Haven't seen anything that wows me yet. It's a cheapy little bracelet.
Wait. That didn't look that cheapy cheap.
It is. It's like it weighs the same as a piece of paper.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it looks like it could be nice.
I don't know what this is. The chain is nice. I don't know what that is. Anybody know what that is?
It looks like crumpled
paper.
It looks like.
Anybody want to guess what that is?
All right. Should we call it reticulated? I don't know. It looks very. I have no idea what that is. It's odd looking.
If you turn it this way, it almost looks like a fist.
Okay, but it almost looks like
a thumb and the fingers going over. But why would it be upside down? Anyway, it has a nice little cable chain to it. I guess that's what you call it.
We used to make jewelry with it used to have a layer of sterling on top, and it would have some like a lower melt point in the middle, and when you heated it up, it would like crinkle up. And then we would cast that into sterling.
Right. These little purple beads, they're cold.
Do they have slight inclusions?
A little white in them.
Does it look like glass, or does it look like?
Yeah, they look like glass. They're cold.
Well, it could be like amethyst or something.
Belle says a Native American praying with a feather headdress. And it has the little bar. What do you call this? Bar? A bar?
Toggle.
Thank you. Tell you I don't know crap. I lost this on Facebook. I mean on YouTube. Because I can usually see the things coming in. Just a little dirty leather with some gold.
It almost isn't. I like it, the look of it, but I would want to wash it before.
Yeah, it's dirty. It needs washing. More bracelets.
I was watching a woman who got a bag lot from
a piece of
thread up. Listen to the story. She says she throws her Coach bags into the wash, and I thought, really? Tell me about that, people. What do you think about throwing Coach bags? They're mostly the ones with the fabric, but they sometimes have leather on the edges. I've never washed leather.
These are cute.
Yeah, they are.
And there's a pair. Yay me. I'll hook them together.
A pair.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell they're not expensive at all. More bracelets. These have like a little texture to it. They're metal.
Anna Moore's here. I Spy Queen.
Yeah,
I
Anita's
Spy
here.
Queen. She just woke up, she said. All right.
This is nice. I think I have one of these that I got from somewhere before.
Really? And now you have two? Does it have a name brand?
No, there's no name. It has like a little hook. So you can use this, I guess, as an extender, and you can put the hook. No, you have to just do it like that. Oh yeah, here we go. But it still makes it with the extender. So I don't know why everything's so close. That's kind of cute, and it's got a nice weight to it also. More bangles.
You're going too fast. I was looking down and it's already past.
Just bangles. Nondescript.
Do they
bangles.
have?
And I can't even get my hands in them. So.
Do they have rhinestones on them?
This one does.
Okay. Well, that's a detail that we might miss. Here we go.
Another one. It's just it's gross. It's gonna go in garbage. Just a little stretchy, but it is Ellis.
That's pretty. It has like pretty beads, maybe.
Yeah, they're acrylic, but they're faceted.
Well, if they were lucite, they'd be highly collectible.
Yeah. Well, how do you tell between lucite and acrylic?
Were we discussing that here? Lucite's a brand name that is of like it's basically old plastic and acrylic.
This
brand
is stretchy.
Usually it's clear, but they made it opaque as well.
This is stretchy, but it's got a claw on it. So I don't even know that would hold well.
If it opens up, you just like scrape your neck.
Right. I mean, it's cheapy plastic, y'all. Maybe it's a belt.
Well, model for us.
Maybe it's a belt.
Can you model it for us?
You don't have to. Let me see. I won't model it, but I'll tell you if it fits around my fat waist. It would, but the things would be like this.
Sorry.
It would be for a little skinny teenager, I guess. And I don't think they would wear that. But anyway. Oh my God, y'all, more bracelets.
I was playing with the necklace today, and I was trying, it had a slide on it, and as I'm like trying to twist it so I could move the slide around, of course, like and open, and it, like all the beads fall. And I'm like, these
are knotted, but they have the feel of like Mardi Gras beads. Belle says the clasp is worn to the front or the side, but I don't know that I could put that around my neck.
Well, why couldn't you put it around your neck if you could almost put it around your waist? Yeah, on the side it would look better. Not if it's open though.
But it doesn't hook well. I don't know. I don't like it.
Maybe it's a headdress, and you could wear it to like a flapper party, and then you could, yeah, like maybe
more bracelets. Let's see. It's just one of those little stretchy thingamajigs.
It's Anitra I Spy Queen. Is that her name? Anitra?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Anitra, didn't she have a bracelet like that, only in gray, the other day?
I think maybe. I mean, this one's not bad. It's got little pink iridescent thingies. It's these little bangles that are like. I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm wasting my money.
I know, she's doing it so fast that it's like, come on, there's no anticipation. It's like,
well, I haven't found anything good. Now, this might be, these look like freshwater pearls, different colors.
Okay, I would call those potato pearls, or yeah, definitely freshwater pearls, definitely rainbow colors. That clasp looks sterling from far away.
It's not marked. It's not marked.
In the little flapper part, it doesn't have like a little writing. No,
it's small because it doesn't fit around my fat neck, but it is cute.
You could always use an extender. It's cute. Look, I think it's pretty. I like it. I like it. That's nice. That's a winner. Winner chicken dinner, I think.
All right, let me put that one on the side. And the little pink bracelet.
Okay. Yeah, but how much is left of the jar that you've gotten to?
Not much. I'm almost to the bottom.
You should come to my house when I'll order like a 50-pound one and you'll be like.
I know. This is just the cord and it's knotted.
That okay. Could that possibly be a rosary type of a thing?
No, it's not a rosary. Wait, I gotta make y'all laugh. So Chris came to my booth and he brought like a little basket of things. And he goes, here's this little trinket box with a necklace. I said, he goes, it's for first communion. I said, it's a rosary and it's a rosary holder. He goes, oh, okay. Oh, a fossil watch with like the acrylic tortoiseshell.
Get close to us. Let us see it. Let us marvel in its beauty.
It's a little blurry. I'm going to buy a new camera.
Yeah, you should.
Well, I mean, I bought this. It's a Logitech.
But you know, if you held it up almost to your face and moved closer, I think we would see because it's focusing on your face.
Okay.
But it looks that nice. The fossils are worth money.
Marie earrings
between $10 and $50.
Marie earrings.
Marie earrings. Okay.
Chihuahua can fit through them. Jennifer, don't you have chihuahuas? More little bangles.
Jennifer, you could train your dogs with all these bangles she has.
Very magnetic. A pink earring.
One pink earring.
Bangle. Yeah, more bangles. These are like purple acrylic.
I saw someone doing macrame around these bangles, like to try to use them up for craft.
My cousin makes
wind chimes.
What do you call them?
Wind chimes.
Yes. And like wind chimes. Yes, wind chimes and sun catchers. And then my little niece does too. This is like a leather bracelet with
I don't know what's in the middle. I have no idea. Can't tell. But
it's a rose.
Question. When I see all these like knotted up macrame, leathery, friendshipy, things like that, I always feel like a little bit, you know, when I get a jar that has a lot of that in it.
I'm really disappointed. I mean, so far, the only thing that I see that's worth anything is the fossil watch, the freshwater pearls, and the little pink bracelet, maybe.
No, and the black.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
The black and brass. You got a couple of pair of earrings that would be nice. You have the black and brass necklace, and
wait. Oh yeah, I don't know if it's brass.
Maybe a couple pair of earrings and a few of those bracelets, but I would have to you'd have to lot up the rest. Now that looks a little wonky.
Okay, Jennifer says camera down is better. So let me put this. I'll put my tablet here so you can't see the keyboard. Let me try.
We don't like wonky, but you know you could always sell it for a craft lot if they have.
I mean, I have a craft lot going. The thing is to bend this damn thing so it'll fit.
I mean, like those colors are very patriotic, and people would want a necklace like that for, the Memorial Day, July 4th kind of days, right?
Yeah. So this is like it's got glass beads, and it's still not showing good.
It's nice. Does it have like little? Did I notice a millefiori? Like one with little flowers.
These are like almost acrylic. They don't feel glass.
Really? That looks glass. I thought I saw a bead that had like little flowers. Kind of, maybe.
I don't know, y'all. I'm very disappointed with my camera.
Are collectible.
So that one might be, or either that, or I'll take it apart.
Collectible-ish. That's a term.
A paper clip necklace. It's not paper clips, really, y'all, but That's what it looks like to me. It's very magnetic because it's sticking to the magnet in my tablet case.
I have an initial. Do you know what this is? It's like one of those styrofoam things, but it's my initial. So.
Oh, it's my mom's initial too. Where is Mama?
Is your mom on here?
No, I hadn't seen her.
Where's your mom on?
More funky little bracelets. Some.
Pretty right.
Well, I could tell if they're magnetized because it's sticking to my tablet. I don't know if the light from my ring light.
All right. Well, that must be worth at least $1, right?
Yeah. Well, it says it was $4.97. These look like glass beads. These are glass beads.
Okay.
So they might be.
Is Faded Glory? I know I bought Faded Glory shirts at Walmart. Right.
Yeah.
And I like kind of like their.
Another one of these.
And you got 2.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to lay it down and then now y'all tell me.
I'm going to tell you that it looks like a shriveled up. I don't know. But you can use the chain for some other pendant. So it's useful.
I mean,
the chain looks in good condition.
Yeah. I mean, well, the chain doesn't magnetize, but the clip, this does. So
what if it was gold? Can you imagine after making fun of it and it would be like gold?
Well, it doesn't feel or look like gold to me, but hey, I'll test it.
It's golden. That would be funny.
And y'all,
I have no idea. And there's 2 yet. What does that say? What is that yellow thing in the front? It looks like a vest. What does that say?
It says Walmart.
But what does the word across the chest say?
Champ.
Ah.
So you could be a Walmart champ.
You can wear that when you get shopping.
All right. I won't be able to.
If you wear that when you go shopping at Walmart.
Didn't I show one like this in the beginning? It was almost like it.
They're going to ask you where all the stuff is. And people are like,
going back and giving them a piece of my mind. Wasn't there another pair just like this?
You just got a fossil watch in there. They're not going to give you. They're going to say, "Lady, that's worth That's worth right there."
A little New Orleans Saints wraparound bracelet.
Most of that stuff is a lot of caca. Caca.
I don't know what this is. I guess these little barrel.
Those are cute. That's something. I mean, it's something.
They're so.
Do you know that's what Tony's father used to say when he didn't want to give an insult? He'd say, "Ain't that something? That's something." or he'll say, "That's different." I like that. I mean, it's something. That's wearable.
These bracelets back.
That's wearable.
It's wearable.
Wearable.
Well, who wants to wear this thing?
The shriveled up piece of
this thing.
I don't know.
Maybe I can make a craft with this part.
If you put it around your head and then stuck a feather in it, and then you went as a flapper to Halloween, that would work.
Oh, it's okay. This is a knotted pearl or faux pearl bracelet. It's got 3 strands.
Those sounded like they had some weight.
Yeah, they do. The clasp almost looks like it should have had some. One of those big daddy mosquitoes is on my computer.
Where?
He just missed the camera. Oh. So it looks like maybe there should be some rhinestones in these 3 holes.
I've had clasps like that with pearls on them too.
So I don't know.
And pearls. But one time I was about to show it at an auction, and as I took my my cloth, and I was just going over the edges with the cloth, and then the pearl went boing, right into the.
Okay, well, these pearls are scratched, so we knew. Some of the finishes off. Somebody's children is in here.
Aww. So,
They
how
just threw
could
their
you give
children away.
away? I mean, maybe some stranger
Kmart used to
figured
give these
out.
little cheesy, cheapy bracelets away with your kids' pictures in them.
But I
So I
mean,
don't
do you
know
think
whose
some
kids
family
they
member
are,
would have given
but
away their family members' photographs? That's sad.
oh, you call them skeeter eaters?
What's a skeeter eater?
The big mosquitoes.
Mm.
I don't know. This is kind of cute, maybe.
Is I Spy leaving? Is she saying bye bye? I hope she didn't leave
Oh,
yet. Take
bye.
care.
Bye, Anitra. Anitra has the greatest little $2 sale, $2 Tuesday. That's cute. One earring. Oh,
What's
wait, 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 wait,
what
wait,
fell
wait.
out on your computer? Did some screw? Did it come with a screw, like a free screw?
What? A
There's
back.
what is
A
that ear?
back. An
Okay.
earring back.
Shows you how crisp I can see this. Those are kind of, hippie.
I need y'all to tell me what kind of cameras y'all have.
I have an iPad. I don't have a
Huh?
special camera. There's no special camera. It's an iPad.
No, I mean, what kind of cameras y'all use that are decent? This is a Logitech that I bought.
Can you
Paid
use
about
your Nikon?
I paid about $50. The paint is chipping off of this. And then this, like, this is a long, faceted blacks, maybe probably plastic acrylic stones. It is so magnetic. It's sticking to my.
Yeah, but that almost looks like a nice thing. From far away, it looks nice.
It has some wear to it. It's very long. This is doubled. Hold on.
Yeah. One.
And this is quadrupled.
Wow. I kind of like the bars that are,
Uh-huh.
somewhat
Some little earrings.
wavy.
Little bitty silver earrings. Y'all. 925. Little baby. They're like a child's earring.
Isn't it sad? There's the smallest thing that you have in the box, and it's like the real one.
And
But
then
at
this
least you got something. You could wear them as nose rings.
Yeah, I could. Or maybe I could put them in my top hole, and it'll go around the side of my ear.
Your top
And
hole.
this is just a little toy
Awesome.
bracelet for like maybe a little teenager. It has an A, a soccer ball.
Let me ask you a question about that bracelet. Are those charms made of metal or are they made of plastic?
Metal. Well, some are metal. Yeah, metal.
Well, that's good at least. I mean, because like I've gotten stuff like that in these boxes, and they're plastic, and I'm like, wow, real plastic. I mean, and
This
a
has
nice
something written on this clasp. Oh wait, there's a hang tag.
Watch it be like
It
Pandora.
says Italy on here.
Maybe it's silver.
Maybe. And there's like a circle.
Is Pandora the ones that have like those round? That might
Well,
be
I'll test it and I'll let y'all know. It doesn't say. Usually Pandora has their name on the side of the.
Okay, but if it's Italy, I always like seeing Italy, because Italy usually they don't mess around. They're usually good artisans.
Yeah, it says daughter with some little rhinestones down the side of the A.
Does that have a 925 on the back?
No. And then there's a little cross that might be sterling.
All right. You might have found another sterling piece.
Maybe. And then just a plain little gold chain. And that is it. So the only decent pieces that I see, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, is this, which is not real decent. These earrings, this watch, which it doesn't, it still has the paper over the crystal, but it doesn't run. These little freshwater pearls. Maybe these little glass bead earrings. And,
Black and brass.
and these two. That's it.
No, the black and brass you liked.
The what? Oh yeah, and that black and gold one. This one.
And that last bracelet might be real. It might have some sterling on it.
Where? This?
The one that was Pandora-ish. No.
Oh yeah, I have it in there, I think. Yeah. So all the rest I think is just
What about the hippie necklace that you showed us?
this.
You could well that and the other one that looked like a little
Oh
beads.
wait, this little bracelet looks like it has real stones in it.
And not for nothing, that anklet, if it was like shells,
Yeah.
it still could
This
be in a
has
lot.
little plastic disc is what it is.
Okay. It's still vintagey. I mean, look, it's still that those things. Honestly, I would rather see a lot with just the things that seem nicer than all the other kind of crapola that they put in the jar.
Well,
And
I
make
could always use these chains for something else
yes,
with
yeah.
this.
It's good to have chains. If
I'll
you
put
keep
it
them
on
in
the
the Ziploc
side.
bags, they don't tarnish.
I mean, this is kind of vintagey, but it's very plasticky.
I saw somebody write lucite beads and got $35 for a necklace. So I don't know. Like, it's not like they stamp them as lucite.
Right. So if I missed anybody coming in, hello. Hi, Purple Winks. I don't know if I said hello to you.
I didn't say
like
hello.
these. I
Sorry.
really like these.
Wait. Now, what? Ooh, ah. Yeah, I like those too. So you got a few nice things, and some of the hoops aren't terrible, but a lot
Maybe
of
I
them
could wear these. I would wear these.
Yeah, that's nice.
But
Look,
I wouldn't sell them because they're
it
not.
would be nicer, I think, like if they took those flaking purple ones and tossed them in the garbage. Honestly, the one with the zigzag is nice. You had a brass one, you might could shine up, and it would be pretty.
So
two of them not magnetic.
$25 for it.
They might be sterling. Two of those, not magnetic ones.
And Saint Teresa. Donna, you might like it, or Mama. I don't know if I like this. Maybe it can go in a lot.
I like that. I mean,
Maybe
I like it.
It'll go to Suzy in Suzy's box. I have a Suzy box.
I think it's nice to have chains.
I have a Suzy box, and that'll go in the Suzy box.
I prefer some of the.
There was two of these.
I have something. Tassels must have been really in like a couple of years ago.
I think this came off of, you know how when you buy a shirt and then you get, because it has two hooks and it has two lobster claws.
I squeezed a bangle and now I feel like I can't get it off.
So I found this in my car. I must have bought it somewhere because it was an elephant from my mom, but it's missing little baby rhinestones in it.
Aw.
So I'm not going to show her until I can find something to put in it. And if you're watching, Mama, don't ask. So, in this, which, yeah. That's it, guys. I mean, as far as the jewelry jar goes. Suzy, I hope you have better stuff to show me. Oh, wait. I love the best one. This.
What is that?
It feels like plastic. It says, it's like a lock. And I don't know what it says. And it's got this little plastic ball. It's stupid. Anyway, Suzy, you got something better?
I found this. This was in one of my jewelry boxes once that came from Goodwill.
That's kind of cute.
Is it? Let me see.
I'm gonna put
it's American Eagle. It's two American Eagle, I think. It's two American Eagle, but this is cloth. I don't know. I always feel like skeeved out when I. Okay, one is.
Maybe, Belle.
I don't know. I have to wear my little headgear here if I want to like look at stuff.
Yeah, look like a dentist.
You know, the batteries for the light on this didn't last very long. Do I look like a dentist? They wear like nicer ones now.
Oh, Chris is here. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Chris. I know I look like a fool.
I ran into Chris at my booth.
You ran into him? Did he recover
From
the running into? You mean you met up with him?
I met up with him. Well, he came to my booth. So.
All right. I have a whole slew of. Okay. I haven't really gone through a lot of the crapola. That is my desk area here. So I have a bin and I've been sorting through. And I mean, I used to buy lots and pay lots of money for the lots. So I could sort of preview them. But when I bought surprise lots, for the most part, I am disappointed. And except there was one time I know I got some gold. So that was nice. But usually, like I mean, one time, like in the same lot that had this, there was one earring that was sterling. One, not two. But I mean, I'm going to say at least there was a thing of sterling. One earring of sterling.
Wow.
It sort of was like a tease when you only get one earring that's sterling.
It is. It is. Congratulations, Debbie. She shipped a pie plate yesterday. Had to get a special bigger box.
Oh, nice. Well, do you charge more on shipping in here? I mean, I know you charge shipping whatever the weight is, but did you charge for the box? Oh, this is cute. I got this in a lot that was stones.
Oh,
and
cool.
It's sort of like
kind of just big to wear, but
it's a hunk of crystal, and it has like an aurora coating. Well, look, when it's up close to me,
don't they supposed to have healing properties to them?
Yeah, I feel much more healthy since I own it.
Well, they said I was watching one girl, and she says it's like a stone will call to you. Like if it's meant for you, like you'll feel it. Know it.
That's what they say. I bought this one called Appetite. Now, if it made your appetite more, I'm glad it fell off my neck. But I lost that thing. And then when I went back to the crystal store to pick out another piece of crystal, she said, it didn't want to be with you. And I was laughing. I'm like, I guess not. Obviously, it didn't want to be with me if it fell off my neck. I'm thinking maybe the craftsmanship was a little.
Debbie says she didn't charge enough. Debbie, you know what I do is I weigh something. You know, when I have glass, I weigh it and I add 2 pounds more.
Okay.
And that usually covers your packing material. You know, for the weight, it'll usually come out to what it is. But weigh it, you know, bump it up to the next pound and then add 2 pounds.
Okay, so I know that Belle mentioned she was getting repairs done in her house. Now, I almost I wanted. Should I tell what happened yesterday to my house?
Sure, tell.
I have a storm door that's in really bad repair, but there's a regular door in front of it. So I was asking Tony, is there something we could do to make it look better? And he said, you know, your regular door doesn't look that great. And I was like, oh, right. I bought it. The frame around it has one of those half moon windows, and the frame around it was wonky because the storm door makes the inside of that area get really hot, and it worked. Well, I said to him, can we just take off the frame? And so we started unscrewing it, and then it broke apart.
Oh my God. That little half round window?
Yeah. So the glass fell out of the window, and it didn't break. But when we tried to put it together, it's being held on by like a screw. And I had to order a whole new part at Home Depot. So my little experiment cost me like $80, which I'm not too happy about. I mean, it could have been worse, I suppose, but it's not like I fixed my storm door is still crappy, and I have to get a new one.
Wow, that's crazy. Hi, Janet. So,
that's sad. I'm so disappointed when I lose. Oh, here's heart earrings. That's appropriate for the holiday coming up. This was in one of the lots.
Are they sterling?
Yep. That's why they're tarnished. They remind me of
Jennifer said she lost her
Moldavite or something.
Moldavite pendant. She's so bummed. What is Moldavite?
Honestly, I don't even know what Moldavite looks like in my mind.
Jennifer,
Like,
what is Moldavite?
we're gonna. Well,
so Belle says, had a big rains and storms last night. I was glad my roof was repaired on Friday, although I have an estimate for the interior damages today. Oh, Belle, I hope it's not too bad, honey. And I hope you get a better
did you get 2 opinions?
Carpenter than I did.
I was trying to
Oh, Jennifer. She said she feels like she's had bad luck.
Maybe it didn't.
She said Moldavite is very expensive and a strong stone. That's what Jane's saying.
Oh.
What color is it? Oh, Emberly. Hey, Emberly. Hey, sweetie. Tell Emberly hello.
Hi, Emberly. How are you? How's it going?
My sister's grandbaby. And last time we told her hello, she says,
hey,
it's me.
It's me, Suzy. You know, it's so funny when you called me Miss Suzy to people, and then I realized that everybody down there kind of does that. And it's so cute. We don't do that here.
I saw that, Belle. I saw your it was a small bathroom, huge in the dining room. Oh, well, I hope that you have a better carpenter than I have. I still don't have my stuff finished. So she says it's actually meteorite that hit the earth.
Oh.
Okay. And Purple Wing says it's, if you're referring to the same thing, it's green. Oh.
Oh, it's where the meteorite hit.
Emberly, Miss Bell said, hi.
Hey, Emberly. How's it going? What are you doing, Emberly?
Yeah, Jennifer says
does she like crafts?
Emberly is 4, I think, Donna. Is that right?
Well, 4-year-olds can do some stuff. They could do like pony bead necklaces and
yeah. Well,
never too early to learn.
I forgot to tell Heather. Hey, Heather. Heather likes to do the sun catchers and stuff too, and different little things. And
Heather here? Or hey, Heather.
Yeah, Heather's there.
I was drinking this thinking I had the lid on. Kind of makes you want to go to the site.
Purple Wing says kind of makes you want to go to the site and see if you can find any, Jennifer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Sucks. You lose something that you really cherish. Oh, you come and make your parents, sweetheart? Come on.
I lost a diamond out of one of my rings, and that was upsetting. It was very Oh, hi, Precious.
Precious is here. Hi, Precious. Marie must have kicked her off the sofa. Marie worked last night. Oh my God, y'all seen a mouth full of no teeth?
I didn't see it. It's cute. She's so cute.
Oh my God.
I'll give her a hug. She's so cute. Would she bite me if I went to
her? Okay, Jane. Jane says she likes making wind chimes from old cutlery.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
So what I want to do, and I know they have some on Etsy, but I was thinking about putting it in my booth. So you take your coffee cup. I don't know if I have any in here. Yeah, I do. So you take a little teacup and you put it like this. And then you take a piece of cutlery and you bend it if you have that ability. And then you drill a hole at the top. And that's the handle for it. You hang it like in your tree or something. And you put little bird seeds on the
do you glue it together, or are you going to drill it? Put like
I'm thinking you glue it together. I mean, I guess if you were handy, you could. How would you drill that but sideways?
I've seen it the other way where people have put the cup right way and drilled right through both, and then they attach it onto like I'll say a dowel of metal or some such thing, and then they put it out into the yard or a flower pot on their deck. That could work as well.
Right.
But
Donna
the
says
way
she's
you
laughing. She said, "Hey, in May she makes 4. She's getting ready to get her hair cut. Brantley too. My aunt says, "Oh, he was a cute little girl, but he was a boy. He's got long curly hair."
that's what my mom.
But yeah, the ones I've seen are like this, and then they put like a little sash, those little organza bags, and they fill that with bird seed, and that's how they present it.
I have a
Or
lot of.
some people make like a little beaded chain to put on them. So I wanted to bring, one girl made them a lot, and she doesn't have any more in her booth right now. One other person does. So I don't know if they'd say I was stealing their idea if I did it. So
You could
I don't know.
say, I saw it on Pinterest. You have to make it different. Make it your own. Do something
Yeah.
a little bit different. Like find out something, and make
Yeah.
figure some different ways to do that same kind of thing. And
Greg says hot glue. No, Greg, that would come apart. And I promise I wouldn't burn my hand.
all right. Do
Yeah,
you remember?
isn't it a cute idea, Janet?
Remember I bought these things, these
Uh-huh.
little alligator clips, and
Yeah.
I glued them to antique. I'm losing my mind. Antique thread. What is those things? Spools.
You have
Antique spools of thread.
spools. Yeah.
They were wooden, and I wanted to use it in my as the table numbers, or to put them by the food to say like what was vegan.
Right.
Or gluten
You
free.
didn't do it, did you?
And I brought them, and I never put them out. And then after everybody was eating it, they didn't go out. I was like, oh well, I guess people found what to eat.
Very pretty. Hey, Glenn, how are you?
Now I want to put beads on these things, and so people could use them for. Do you know what you could use this for? You could use this as a bracelet holder. You could go like this, and then like put it around like this, so that you put on your old bracelet. Because I can never do it myself.
I know.
So this would be a good thing to do that with. I'm giving everybody an idea, and you can put it in your booth.
There you go. I always use a paper clip. Hey, Triple S Mercantile.
Okay.
You could use a plate as the top as a shield. Yeah, you could. Because Belle was asking, wouldn't it fill up with rain? I guess then they can use it as a bird bath. I don't know.
That would be cool too.
Yeah.
No,
but
I mean,
I've seen those, but they use they use a bowl, and they do kind of like they show on thing with the Dollar Tree stuff where they put the bowl on top of one of the holders.
My neighbor bought rounded bowls, and they put their bird feeders under the rounded bowls so that they call it a squirrel foil, so that they can't jump on top and get around. But I saw the squirrels climb up, and I saw them reaching around. So, you need really big bowls.
Still making roach clips?
I don't want to say that. But I mean, that would be the third alternative. Well, the number one would be to hold photographs. The second thing would be to help you.
That's what she was supposed to do with it, Belle. She was supposed to glue them to old wooden spool thread.
I did do that. I have that. Holders. My grandfather was a tailor.
They say you're making them, apparently, roach clips. You can decorate and put beads on them.
I know. I've seen them for sale on Etsy.
Greg says, we know Suzy uses them roach clips for real.
I don't like.
No comment, huh, Sue?
No, I'm going to say that I would not get a lot of use out of that personally, because it would not be. Without saying everything that, look, it's 100% legal if you're over 21 to go in, if you have a driver's license, and purchase smokable things. It's 100% legal no matter what the smokable thing is. I mean, I'm going to say marijuana because there's probably like other things that are not illegal. But you can go into a dispensary, buy marijuana, and smoke it. But I would not smoke it in a thing that would need a roach clip, because that's just my preferred thing. And that's all I'm going to. And for all the people that enjoy gummies. I
Mhm.
tried that once, and I was like, did you ever see that 70s show and the wallpaper was moving? And I thought, come on, it's funny, but it never happened to me. Well,
Right.
it almost happened to me with the gummies. I was like,
Jennifer goes, that's a bracelet hooker, isn't it?
it's a
Hey,
bracelet
Cameron,
hook.
how are you?
Hi, Cameron. Look,
Jane
some
says,
people,
okay, it's 4:20 somewhere.
is it?
I
Well,
don't know. It's 9:45 here. It's
I was gonna say
10:45 for you.
10:45. You, if you wanted to, I'm not going to tell. I'm too old to worry about stuff like that at this
Right.
point. When I was in high school and my mother was ruling me, she had something to say about it. But I've been on my own for quite a while.
Right.
But like,
it's better to eat it and not smoke it.
I had a friend who was dabbling in culinary stuff. That's all I'm going to say. But I think she did it wrong. But that's beside the point.
Right.
I'd be interested if I would know how to do it without seeing the walls move. That would be nice. I hated that feeling.
Cameron said he's a gummy guy.
Gummy guy? Well, okay. I tried half a gummy, didn't do anything. I tried a whole gummy and it didn't do anything. So I thought, these must be whack. I'm going to try 2. And then, whoa, that was way too much. So I should have gone for the 1.5.
Right.
But
Jane says she prefers the cartridges. Well, before I got my medical drops, it was a radiologist who's referring me to a doctor. He says, before you get them, because it's so expensive, he said, make some Rice Krispie treats. He said, buy it, make Rice Krispie treats with it because it doesn't affect, the temperature of it doesn't affect it. And he says, see if it works before you go out and
okay.
My drops help. Most of the time, just take the edge off.
You can't heat it. If you're going to make what they call can of butter or can of oil to use in recipes, they say that you could do it like very low and very slow.
Mm-hmm.
And then that will infuse the oil. Okay.
Right.
But if you put it into high heat, just initially, you're not really, I'm not, they need the oil as a pathway to go into your system somehow.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I knew a woman who had fibromyalgia and other aches and pains, and she used to make hot chocolate with it. Like she would just put a little bit of the oil in the hot chocolate, and that would be her nighttime beverage. And she enjoyed
2 universities here that make it, and Southern University makes it with no flavor. It's gross, the drops. And LSU makes it with flavor. So I think they had mint cherry. I always get mint, but you can still taste it. I don't like it, but
the gummies tasted nasty to me. Very nasty. I was like, they're not enjoyable. I mean, for people that think that like a kid might get into it and eat it, they would spit it out. It tastes nasty.
Yeah. Debbie says decarb for 30 minutes at 200 degrees.
Well, she got the whole recipe. Huh? I heard 45, but 30? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of recipes out there. Now, do you decarb the actual flour?
What does that mean, decarb?
Well, you have to activate the compounds for it to be active. Like you can't just, I mean, just like how some people would smoke it and some people might vape it, but to make an oil, you either have to extract it, but it has to be activated with some sort of a heat process.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He said he didn't feel it for like 45 minutes after. I don't feel anything when I take my drops, but I do feel my pain gets better. So how long did you wait between the gummies before deciding?
Okay, it was many. The half I took one day. Then a few days later, I took a whole one, and it was about 6. It's almost like a half a year later. I forgot I had them, and then I was like, I have those in my fridge. So I was like looking, and I found them.
Right.
So I mean, it wasn't like I just kept overdosing on like the portion size. I waited a day or so.
Oh,
but
Glenn,
my friend,
I'm so sorry.
my
He said his day's not started. He just got
oh,
a $250 return. Oh, wait, I got to show y'all.
my
I
friend
didn't
who made the
know.
brownies though kept taking bites, and then she said at some point she definitely was like had too much. Oh yeah,
I sold it for 140.
congratulations!
It goes out today.
Yay!
Somebody was looking at my other one, so I sent out a bid for like $494 because I have it listed for $650.
Really, that's a big discount. I was looking at that Fabergé pin, and well, they offered me about a $4,000 discount, and
Okay, Jen.
even with the $4,000 discount, it was still $9,000 too much for me to spend.
Mm-hmm. Glenn, what did you sell that they want to return? That sucks.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Hey, Nancy. I think it's Nancy, right? I don't want to call you by the wrong name.
Hi, this overstuffed house lady. It's me.
Wow. So what'd you sell, Glenn? Well, I'm waiting for Glenn. I sold these 2 chicken mugs.
Oh,
rear brake
break.
calipers. Yes, it's Nancy. Okay. I sold 2 vintage cups, and they came up like a ruffle on the top. So I sold them. They were pretty high, like, I don't know, over 30 for the 2. Hey, Marketplace. And she said one of the things were chipped. Well, she bought it since January 19th. So I told her,
Hi, Marketplace.
give her a credit for that mug, but just throw it away. I didn't want to take it back greasy. Oh, do you take it back greasy? I don't know. That's so crazy.
I hate not knowing how like the engines are put together, and then they come out with like somebody came out with a shoebox full of rusty parts, and he said, you need all these things replaced, and I said, I don't even know if it's for my car. They don't like
exactly. I don't know.
I'm like, put those things back in my car. I'm going to somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll take my little $14 that I had to refund over your $250, Glenn.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's rough. The worst I had was I lost out on shipping and then a box that cost $54. So and then another time I sent a $20 shipped box, and they returned it saying I didn't put the apartment on it. That was like the 4th time I sent that person stuff. So apparently they know what apartment he lives in. But
well, I figured it was cheaper for me to tell her to throw it away than have her ship it back, because I do free returns. So it would have cost me another $8 to get it back. So if she was lying, that was on her. She'll have to pay for that someday. Depends on the milligrams of how much they put in the gummies, or what you would feel the effects. So
no,
have you dancing.
The super high dose made me feel like hugging my knees and rocking the corner, and I didn't enjoy it. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was. They don't tell you like I want to say the variety it is, like they don't, how herbs have different, there's like indica and sativa. They should say this is a sativa, this is an indica. No, it's just gummy. Thank you.
Right. And Nancy says they like to rip women off. It has to be somebody you trust.
I trusted a whole bunch of people when I lived in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 2 guys I used to use a lot, but I have a guy around the corner who I do trust, but he's really expensive, and he just put a whole out, like he redid his whole house, like he rebuilt it, and I know his prices are really expensive, and I'm paying for his porch swing, when I go there.
But if his work is exceptional, then
His
I
work
feel like I don't mind paying the extra if I know the work is gonna be good.
He never picks up the phone, and he'll say, I could do it on Thursday, and 2 weeks later your car's not fixed. So I don't like that about him.
Yeah.
So you could be the nicest man in the world, but nice doesn't get my car fixed in time. There's a reputable car shop about 10 miles from my house, but how am I going to get home? I'll have to Uber.
Right.
That's sad. I don't want to.
Well, sometimes at least the dealerships do. They'll bring you wherever.
I used to go to the dealership, and I was told by the guy around the corner that they were just topping off my oil, not changing it. Well, stinkers.
I don't think this is brass.
They should. You don't?
No.
This is cute. I found something on my desk. I mean, it's cheapy, but it's like it's a cat hugging an owl, kind of.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't see the cat, but I saw the owl. That is cute. Very cute. So, all of you people who sell glass, I don't know if any of you do, but if you see a set of dishes and you don't want to get the whole set, buy the bowls, like the soup bowls. Buy the bowls because the bowls sell over the rest of the.
I was watching Bolo Buddies, and she said something that I was shocked at. Do you remember those goody hair things that had the balls at the end? They were like two elastics that like pinched in the middle, and then you put like one of the balls. Those things sell for a fortune. I mean, like $25 to $30.
You're talking about the little ponytail holders?
The ponytail holders are like a lot of money.
Wow.
Be on the lookout for those. And she found a whole envelope of smelly stickers from like whenever they were popular. And she had like cards of like 4 or 5, and she was getting like $50, $60, $70, $80.
Wow.
And they're a lot of money.
I know, what's her name? Franklin person. Her stuff still. Lisa. Is it Lisa Franklin? Something like that. Her stuff, if you run across it, sells pretty well.
Who's Lisa Franklin?
She knows a little bit about mechanical, and she loves them to dance around after she gets man's plans something and corrects them. Yeah, I bet. They don't want to hear nothing from a woman. Definitely.
Okay, so when I went to Pep Boys the other day, I was filling my tire. I was at Wawa, Jennifer. I didn't get a shake. But I was putting air in my tire, and the valve broke off, and then all the air came shooting out of the tire. One of the guys says to me, well, you can see where your car's on the lift, and, there's a window by the doors. And I said, well, I can't see. And then this other guy jumps in front of the doors, and he goes, you can't see because it says employees only. And he was so belligerent and nasty to me that I thought that was kind of unnecessary, because I wasn't going to walk out there. I was just going to peek through the window.
Right.
Wow.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Mike. So, Belle, they have the little balls, and it has the black ponytail holder with a thing in the middle. So you wrap one end around the ponytail, and then you slip the other ball through the hoop that the first ball is on.
It's for some reason super collectible, and it's the Goody brand ones. Or you find like new old stock in like the bins, or if you've at a thrift store, or they were selling, actually, she was at a Goodwill bin store, and there was a whole big bag of them, and she said, oh, by the way, I'm not getting these, but these are worth a lot of money. And I'm wondering, like, why didn't she just get them and put them in like water?
Jennifer said her boyfriend's a mechanic.
That's handy.
Purple Winks went to school to be a mechanic.
Nice.
Lisa Franks, like 40 items. And she also sells like binders and stickers and stuff. Yeah.
Well, I was just telling you, in case you should happen upon them in your travels through the thrift world. It's, I don't even know if you could just buy them off of the shelves at Target. And
well, I think they'd still sell them. Lisa Frank, Chris says Lisa Frank's plush sells great.
I'm trying
Nancy
to think of what
says she
else.
sold a bunch of old stickers from the 1980s. Lisa Frank, Susan Branch stickers do really well.
Wow, that's something to know. Honestly, I would be the person behind me when I would walk right by the stickers and all the sports cards would be like, yay, I'm glad Susan was in front of me. Because I wouldn't even look at them. I wouldn't pay him any attention.
Right. Yeah. Oh, Mike.
That's
hey,
sweet.
you two beauties. Just swinging by to say morning and thumbs up. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. That's
you
sweet.
must be blind.
When was the last time you went to
the not you. I'm talking for myself.
Come on.
Yeah. Nancy says anything Lisa Frank sells. So yeah, y'all.
Anybody have another bolo story?
Do what?
I said, anybody else have a bolo story? Well, you always have these like nice bolos. I mean, I don't think I've had any. I've made it. I mean, I learned that real Dior jewelry sells very, very well. So if you should find Dior jewelry or Givenchy, but Dior is like way more money. Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, that's it, Mike. She did trapper keepers and pens. I have some Pokemon pencils at my shop. This I paid $0.25 for. So I turned $0.25 into $1.40. Suzy hates when I tell what I paid, but I mean, I don't think anything's wrong with it, and I do. But
no, I don't think anything's wrong with it. I just think that you'll go back and everything will be like $5, and you don't want to spend.
Those people don't watch my videos, so.
But there's always going to be somebody running by and say, "Did you hear that? That 25-cent thing is now."
Yeah. Jane says she goes, oh my, 1970s Goody brand pony holders.
I had so many of them. I think I still have some ponytail holders. I wonder if they're worth anything.
Yeah, they use those for kids a lot.
I have some. And I think they're probably from 20 years ago.
They look like those little clickly clacker things. Oh, I used to love those. Wonder if you ever run across those.
I have some now that I'm talking about it to you guys.
Jennifer said she hated those ponytail holders.
I mean, they were easy to do. I used to have like thick hair back in the day. Now I'd put that in and just slide right.
Right. Yeah. Lisa Frank was bright colored baby animals, folders, stickers, trapper keepers. They were like a lot of pinks and purples in them.
Do you want to know why I missed that? Because my mom never bought me anything nice. I went to school and I got like a composition book and the plain, wire thing.
Well, me too. I
got on sale for 10 cents. That's what my mom got me.
Yeah.
I grew up in a very thrifty household. So
Chris wants to know, what do you define as a bolo? I mean, I consider my 25-cent picture turning into $1.40 a bolo. Or a 25-cent even turning into 40 or 30,
It's just be on the lookout. I want to give a heads up because I would have had no idea that was worth money. Now, I mean, I could say I was listening to I was up a lot last night watching videos, and there was one girl talking about the clothing trends for 23. Now, you might not care about clothes, but it's kind of interesting to know because back about 4 years ago, Free People was like the it brand. Now, Johnny Was is still always good. Now, if you find something by Johnny Was in a thrift shop, do a little dance because it's worth money. And they make like funky, hip clothing, super expensive in the malls, like almost unapproachable expensive, but not like Chanel expensive, but like anywhere from $200 to $500 for clothes. And so, but they retain very, very good value. So I would say if you see Johnny Was and the various brands of Johnny Was to get it, that's a bolo.
Yeah, Jody says she sold some Dior earrings for over $800.
Well, there you go. Well, I had a Dior bracelet and I didn't realize that it was worth $300. I sold it for $80 and I got kind of happy. So I bet the person who bought it for 80 is now selling it for 300. But I was still kind of happy to sell it.
Right.
For that. I usually get such caca when I buy these boxes that, you know, that it's not.
Wait, hang on, guys. I'm gonna mute myself.
I have such. I have a lot of I have a lot of. I get a lot of junky jewelry in these so-called jars boxes, but it's fun. I find it like the thrill of the hunt. But you know, I mean, I'm gonna pull out something that was in one of my boxes here, and I'm gonna say to you that they look vintage, like the way they're made, but they're big, and you know, it's not really my cup of tea. These big, huge hoops with the rhinestones on them.
Right.
But like, this is the kind of stuff that usually arrives in I mean, you know, in a lot of dirty, like weird little ugly sort of maybe okay, but nothing like super. A lot of broken things without. Oh, this isn't terrible. Yeah. I mean, I'm going through bags now. You know, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that even though these are vintage, maybe now they would have more value than when you would have bought them originally.
Right. Nancy said that detailed mushroom pottery does really well. I don't know if you went over that while I was on the phone. Sorry.
The Sears. I wasn't really like looking, but the Sears line had a whole bunch of those mushrooms. You found some mushroom pottery, didn't you, when you were shopping?
One little mushroom. I do have some mushroom canisters that I think I'm going to put in the booth because I don't want to ship those. So, but they're not the popular ones that, you know. So Jennifer says, I feel you, Susie. I didn't have any name brand stuff.
Yeah, we you know, there was a store called John's Bargain Basement or John's Bargain Store, and we would go down to the basement, and you know, my mom was like, she basically would say to me, like when I went to high school, and I'd say I need clothes, and she'd say, all right, here's your clothes allowance, and she'd hand me like $35, and I said, you know, for today, and she's like, no, for the year. And I would be like, you know, like,
oh God.
And so then that's when I started becoming like almost thrifty because I had to shop the discount racks, you know, because like I needed to put together outfits. So I would spring for a pair of sale jeans and a couple of shirts. And I would beg for like boots or shoes on my birthday or Christmas time.
He knows what bolo means. He just thinks it's overused sometimes. Yeah, I agree. What do you consider a bolo, Chris?
Well, probably that frog that he bought and sold for like, or maybe the DSM-1 is a bolo.
Oh, Jennifer, I used to love blue light specials. I worked at Kmart for a little while. She said her mom was single parent, so they were blue light special kids. Yeah.
Well, I felt like I had a single parent because my dad was always working. But bye, take care.
Bye, Glenn.
When I was 14, we could get working papers or whatever they call it, and I worked for McDonald's, and I told the story that the manager wanted me to work at night, and I was 14 years old, and I used to ride my bicycle to the McDonald's, and I said, I can't work and get off at midnight. I have to drive home in the streets, and he said, it's okay, I have a van, I'll drive you home.
Oh.
And he would lean on me a lot. Like he would put his hands around me, like around me, and he would be brushing up against me. And I was like, like, no, I don't think so. I want to be on the day shift. And then I got fired because I didn't want to work nights with this guy. So I said I experienced sexual harassment at 14 years old.
Yeah. Nancy says her whole house is thrill of the hunt. She inherited 3 estates and just moved 112 boxes back into her house. Wow. I saw that on your video.
That's a lot.
Chris says his bolo would be over 100.
Okay, so anything over 100. Like I was happy with the $80 bracelet, but and when I did find the Johnny Was, I was super excited because it was one of his earliest pieces. But it turns out it was so out there, weird that I mean, probably less than 100, but I was still happy about it because I found it at Goodwill. It's so rare.
Okay, Nancy says not the ceramics, the detailed statues of them. Okay. So Capodimonte has them. Okay, gotcha. So they're saying creeper, perv, so creepy. Yeah, definitely.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Some grown men, women are sad.
Like when I find a bracelet like this in a box, like I'm saying it's not terrible. It's sort of, it reminds me of that 1928 stuff. Remember? And it has a name on here. There's a little hang tag and I can't read it because I'm blind. And they said I had the eyes literally of like, someone close to 90 at this point. So
how much would you pay for that bolo, Chris? And what time is it, Nancy?
NWT, what does that mean? Is that a good brand?
It is an old Avon tag, I think.
Oh, really? It sounds like new with tag.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, NWT it's one of the old Avon tags. Jennifer says she likes it. It is pretty. I like the color, that purple.
I do too. I like it. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'll probably list it. I don't want to keep it, but I mean, it's up. It was really up my alley. I love Art Deco jewelry, love it, and I was almost. I hate getting that spendy kind of feeling, like where I want to buy stuff because we can't afford it now. We have to fix up our houses so we can move, and the last thing I need is to be feeling. I have an overstuffed house, so. When I started the name of that channel, I was thinking, talk about overstuffed house. I made this house.
Well, I'll try to make it, Nancy. I don't know if I'm not sleeping because sometimes by 8:30 I'm drooling. Sometimes by 4:30 in the afternoon I am.
I think I saw one of your lives like as I was dozing off, and I didn't say hi because I didn't want to make noise because I was in bed. And anyway. This was the thing. I didn't have my headsets, and like to watch an auction or a live without sound is useless.
I know. Somebody told me I should put the captions, enable the captions on my channel, but I'm gonna have to look and see how to do that.
I actually put ear buds or whatever they're called by my bed. So, but that was bad. I fell asleep last night watching YouTube's, then I woke up watching YouTube. So, and then I got kind of interested. I was like half awake and I'm like, oh, I never saw this person before.
Okay.
It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. And then I went on Poshmark and they were doing lives, and I'm thinking some of people who like to do lives. A lot of people are talking about going on Whatnot, but Poshmark might be a place to sell stuff live. She was selling a lot of health and beauty aids today. I mean, today it was this evening. It was about 4 in the morning that she was doing it for me. But she was selling a lot of nice health and beauty aids on there. I mean, if you don't mind not making a huge profit, but you could sell volume.
Well, I'm definitely going to do an auction. I know Suzy likes to do private sales.
Well, I mean, I want to do an auction, but I don't want to do it I don't want it to feel like every week, work.
No, I'm not planning it every week, but.
And I rather sell. I mean, I would love to give people super good deals, but I honestly would rather sell, sadly, high-end stuff. Like, I mean, I'm going through the stuff that I've bought, and it's kind of tangled.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I mean, I have some inexpensive things I wouldn't mind selling, but it's nice to sell.
Yeah, Nancy says Poshmark seems like newer products and clothing.
Wow. There's they have a home section, and a lot of people are posting vintage items. I just posted some Royal Albert china. So it's a possibility.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Whatnot, Jetta. It kind of scares me because I sell a lot of glass. So I don't know how that would work with glass. I did see somebody doing it because you had called me and told me about it, but I don't know. Jennifer said Big Brother at the auction sent me some friend mail. Hey, Tony.
Hi.
Bye.
And he sent a beautiful signed rhinestone set.
Big
nice.
Brother at the auction
So,
sent me.
Is it an admirer, Jennifer?
Nice.
He likes those hands.
I did my nails for.
Oh, cool. Go ahead. Mine are horrible. I'm not showing. Yeah, Nancy says live sales are good to clear out items under $25.
I heard the Whatnot auctions. It's like you have to almost understand that when you start out, you might be sitting there by yourself, or one person might show up, or two people. But like if you keep going to Whatnot auctions, like then you might develop followers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at some videos of how to do it.
But I'm telling you, like I tried to get on when Victoria was doing it, and I typed in hi everybody, hi Victoria and Shatters, and it wouldn't. It said we can't send your comment or something. And I didn't know if it was because I was on my iPad. I swear iPads are like, they're definitely discriminated against in this app universe. I don't know why. I don't want to feel bullied into buying a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Just to.
Chris says Whatnot is overrated.
Yeah, okay.
I guess it's the new hot thing, and then it'll go down like the rest of everything. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I'm doing fair at my booth.
I heard a lot
I
of
make my
people were
rent
losing
just
money.
a little bit over. So
I heard a lot of people were losing money selling on Whatnot, actually. The people that weren't selling big ticket items and who didn't have like a large following, they were saying that they weren't really making it there. Well, if you're an organized person and I have a little bit of an issue with like I type in numbers like I almost have dyslexia for numbers. So if I type, I mean, I'll sometimes addresses and even email addresses, like I'll send out an email and I won't get a reply. So then I have to go back and look, did I do it right? You know, because my brain and my fingers they're not in cahoots with each other. And that's Roxy. Roxy loves her daddy. And when he leaves, she gets very upset.
It's like a toddler crying at the door.
She used to cry, and when we were just dating and I only saw him 3 times a week, she'd be crying and laying by the door for days. And I'd say, he doesn't live here. You're my dog.
Right.
Traitor.
I totally agree, Nancy. Totally agree.
Yes, you do.
But you allow Apple products to have planned
obsolescence built in. That's why she's has Android.
Okay. Yeah, I have Android too. I like Androids.
I mean, I have an Android phone now, and I have to get used to it. I mean, it uses battery pretty quickly, but I like the iPad. It's like a perfect size for doing laptop type computing and surfing. It's like a nice little size for me. I mean, when I use my phone, it's a little
try it. Chris says you may not lose money, but you'd make way more listings on eBay unless you're Harry Tornado. You know, and this leads to something else, but a lot of these big content creators, big eBay sellers, they all have people working for them.
That's true.
Once.
Someone was talking. I was watching Nurse Flipper Cat, her live, and the woman, one of the guests was saying, "Oh, the guy that does my shipping didn't transport the tracking numbers into the eBay sales," and I'm like, she has an employee, and I'm thinking,
well, most do. They got somebody to list, somebody to pack. Well, I think her husband does a lot of packing for her, but
okay, I mean, it could have been her son. It doesn't matter who it is really, but all I know is the only help I get doing this is a drive. Occasionally I get driven to the post office. So that's.
Well, Garrett doesn't pack anything. He will, like, if I have a doctor's appointment or something, and I pack my packages, and I'll ask him, "Can you pick these up and bring them?" And he will. But that's about it. Nancy says, "Cajun, I know I've been subbed to you. Just checked, and it says I was redubbed. I wasn't, so she redubbed. So."
I think she
everybody check and make sure y'all sub to each other. And don't forget Jennifer's Buy Me a Milkshake.
And I can't make a comment I'm just Suzy Woozy and the picture of me and my little puppy Norton. Because there's two Suzy Woozies.
I think I have Suzy's link in my
you do?
In my little, I think on my community page, and
I know.
Not that anybody looks at it.
Since we started mentioning it for the past month, I went up one sub. And then I went down a sub.
I think I picked up one sub from the family auction and then a few from Johnny. So I'm like 10 away from 300.
All right. Well, I might get 305 or 6. So
okay.
We're close. I would say our tens of followers that come to
right. Jennifer says she feels like YouTube's become an auction tube.
Yeah, it really, for a while, it was really amazing. Like I was subbing to all the people that I knew that did auctions, and there was like about probably 30 more that I didn't even know were doing auctions. And like when I would go live Saturday nights, I would see them choop, 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 choop at the same exact time. And I'm like, who's going to come to my auction? When
no, Chris.
5 more.
He says since he started showing his face, YouTube hates him, at least views wise.
I don't believe that. I really think that you need to show your face. And I think if you show your face, it gives you credibility. It's more personable. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Belle, I've seen your face and you're pretty. You're a really pretty lady. And I'd like to see your face on your lives. And I don't know why you don't show it. I think that it would be like very nice to, like when you're talking to people, to have that like interaction, to see your eyes,
right,
and to watch you talk. I think it's engaging, and you're pretty. You're a pretty lady. So I don't understand why you don't show it. I mean, if you're in witness protection, I understand, but if you're not, you know.
Chris, Jennifer says she still loves you, so screw them.
Oh yeah, I was very happy when, you know, I mean, look at Cody. She didn't go on lives for so long, and then all of a sudden she showed her face, and then she started doing her own shows.
Hey, Belle, come see Belle. Come on. You want to say hi?
Aw.
She's my Belle.
Aw. Hey, Bella. Bella, Bella, Bella. Bella. Okay, Bella.
Hey, look at the food. I don't have any food here. Right. I wouldn't want to compete with all those big ones, too. Oh, she said she did her first auction last Sunday. It was scary, but at least she made a few dollars and can make her own rules. Right.
I did see part of the replay, but I didn't watch the whole entire thing.
Yeah, I know. I do everything, myself, except when I need somebody to go to the post office for me, and that's about it.
You
Oh,
know,
she says, I'm just waiting to do a face reveal for ratings when it's more profitable to show my face rather than the items. Then I'll start showing my face.
you never know though. Somebody might see your face and say, I'm going to check that show out.
Right.
Because I like
She
the
said,
way that
thanks
face
for
looks.
the compliment, Suzy. Down.
I'm telling you, I really, I don't know. Every time I've seen somebody like, just only not show their face ever, it makes me feel like, why? Just show it. Like, I mean, look, I could see if like, so, if, maybe like, I don't want to say something, but like, maybe if you had no nose or something, like, you want to get it out, then I understand. But yeah, I just feel like I knew some people who had the following and they might have even had the hours, but they still don't make the people that make the influencers who make a ton of money on here, they have something that I'll never have. And well, most likely it could be like youth, beauty, and charisma.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that it's not possible to have it, but I don't think I'll ever. I'm not on lives to make money. That's
Right.
for sure. I'm not
Jennifer
even on
says
the channel.
YouTube is about fun for her. She says she's not naive thinking she's going to be a YouTube star. Right. I agree, Jennifer. I mean, we come on here, we have fun, nice conversations. Stop
Yeah.
it, Belle.
Okay, so LC, is that Lauren Conrad? Is that Liz Claiborne?
I think somebody was saying the other night it depended if it was script or block letters.
This is a block letter, I think.
But I can't remember which one was which.
Okay.
Belle says, Suzy, it is coming. Not soon, but I'm not monetized yet, and it hasn't been a year. When people get interested, she will. Just waiting for it when it makes the biggest impact.
I feel like I don't know. I mean, I see these people and it's like because they have their faces out there that they get more people coming.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look,
Stop.
YouTube's your second job.
Wait, I'm going to mute myself a second.
Okay. I mean, I know it's just my opinion about it. Like when, obviously you're feeling like you can make a reveal and that'll be.
Suzy, I got to bring her out to pee real fast.
You have to go to the.
I'm going to bring Belle out to pee. I'll be right back. She doesn't take long.
All right. Well, now I get to feel. That was Liz Claiborne. Thank you. I have so when you don't have a scale at home and you start out, I know some people I have a bathroom scale that was very sensitive and I used to stand on it and then I would put the packages down, or I would like weigh myself without it and then hold the package and then try to see the weight. But I eventually got a shipping scale and it seemed inconsistent because if I put the package one way versus the other way, I didn't like it. But I just recently purchased a new one and it was around $20. And I feel like it's worth it in general to just save myself the trouble. I don't live around the corner from a post office, and the post office that's near where I live doesn't have a parking lot. So I would have to drive even farther. And so to go back and forth and spend all the gas money is not worth it to me for that. I don't know. I knew someone who used to charge for their items. They would make up the boxes from their auctions, and then if people paid, then they would do a separate bill for shipping. And I wondered, do you pay per invoice on Pirate Ship? I don't know. I've forgotten. I thought it was like 30 or 50 cents per invoice. I mean, unless people send you friends and family, and you can't do too much of that. You can only do that like once in a while. So, I should read the comments now. Oh, wow. You only get a payout when it's over 100. Third generation farm. Well, I know somebody who didn't want their address out there, so they rented a P.O. box, and that's how they kind of stayed anonymous. What are you going to do? Look, I mean, I was kind of hiding out from somebody, and then I realized there's no way to really hide out from people. The internet is so invasive in a way that if you know my name, you can find me. I don't want my name out there for every single person to know, but it's like if you do know it, it's easy to find. Someone asked me once, someone asked me the other, like not that long ago, and they said, "Oh, you have a gray car," and I go, "What are you talking about?" And they were like, "Well, I know your address, and I see from Google Maps you have a gray car," because they did this satellite, and I thought, like, it felt a little creepy to me. What would you think? Do you think that's creepy that someone looked at my address and did the street view and saw my house and my car? Kind of like, oh, okay. But but the local bankers know where I live, and the postman knows where I live. I mean, like, people know where you live. It's not like you can, I mean, unless you live in the woods and you don't deal with humans, people are gonna know. You just have to relax a little or get security cameras. Tony wants a farm, but he wants to grow fruit. Because he said, you have to feed animals. I said, I want to have a goat or something, or chickens.
Right.
I was reading what you were just highlighting.
Yeah. Right. You don't have to put your real name and address.
It's true. You don't. I mean, I know that somebody I had auctioned with, I swear I never knew the real name of that person. They had like 100 aliases. So,
right.
But, I don't care. I never wanted to visit. If anybody thinks I'm a stalker, it's a joke. I don't even want to leave my house to get stuff I need. So I mean, the most stalkiness I might do would be like a Google search of a name. But like, I'm just saying, I won't ever go out of the house to visit somebody like
right.
that. But you got the wrong person. I'm too much of a shut-in.
Me too, Jennifer. I'd love to have a farm.
Well, see, Tony's idea of a farm is probably like 10 tomato plants and like a couple fruit trees. I mean, I just said like it would be nice to have some chickens for eggs, but he's like, but you have to feed and clean up after all these animals. Are you willing to do that? And I'm like,
and I think the feed for chickens it's just as expensive as buying eggs now. So,
but I told Tony the same thing about the tomatoes he grew, because he bought so much. Like, he buys soil amendments, he buys fertilizer, and then he buys the plants. And then by the time he's done, I said, do you know how many pounds of potatoes you could have bought? Because you just spent $100. Okay.
Right.
We could have had tomatoes.
Just like to do it,
Yeah, he does. But then deer, bunnies, and squirrels come.
Yeah.
They wreak havoc. Birds come. It's like his garden. Let's face it. Everybody wants some salad. He grows some good salad. The first year of tomatoes, he had fantastic tomatoes and a great bumper crop. And then after that, it hasn't been the same. So whatever.
Yeah. But Suzy, you're about ready to wrap it up. I have to go mail my packages.
Yeah, you do. I don't have any packages to mail. That's it.
Yeah, I know, Belle. And I don't want to grow sugar cane, so it's crazy. Yeah, I have 3 to go out. I sold some bowls and one of my silicone rings. And
I should get Tony a silicone ring.
You should. What size he wears? I might have one.
I think he's like a 9.5.
I'll look. I think I have a brown. I sold a brown one, And
I now I feel like instead of buying him a new wedding ring, I feel like I need a metal detector, and maybe I could find it in my yard.
So he still never found it.
No, we really think Norton
It's
ate
probably
it.
in a hunk of poop from Norton.
Yeah, I mean, I picked up a lot of it already, but there's a chance that it's somewhere in our yard.
Right.
That I didn't get.
Right. Bye, Debbie.
Take care.
Bye, guys. We're
Bye.
going to log off for now. Everybody have a blessed day. And for those of you who do it, happy picking.
And
Bye. It takes a while for this thing to go off.